Good afternoon, everybody. It's your girl, Jeanette. It's Sunday, April 16th, 2023. I will be providing you all with a reading today surrounding the energies of the total hybrid solar eclipse. This is happening with the new moon in Aries. So it will be happening on Thursday, the 19th or the 20th, depending on where you are in the world. This eclipse is happening at the critical or the last degree of Aries. We are also transitioning into the Taurus season. Aries season is ending on this Thursday on the 19th or 20th, depending where you are in the world. This is a change from the fire energy of Aries to the earth energy of Taurus, energy surrounding material, the 3D world, the material world, finances, stability. It's an earthy energy. So this is the energy we'll be transitioning to. So on the collective level, this is a less positive aspect of this transition because this eclipse and the new moon is happening at the last degree. So this means like right at the end of the Aries season. We still have 5 orbiting bodies in Aries, so that we still have a lot of this impetuous energy, passionate energy, initiatory energy still available to us. And we definitely will be feeling it on the personal level and on the collective level. With this eclipse, we will be experiencing a lot of energies that could be leading us to butt heads, a lot of arguments, misunderstandings. We also have Mercury going retrograde at this time as well. So this can also lead to a lot of miscommunications resulting in passionate interactions, arguments, and misunderstandings. This eclipse can be a portal, and it is ushering in incredible permanent changes, both within our own lives and on the global scale. It is ushering in endings, and obviously endings bring in new beginnings. It is the demolition of things, both in our personal life and on the global scale. We can, like I had mentioned before, we can experience a lot of emotional intensity at this time. 2 weeks prior to this eclipse and 2 weeks after this eclipse will also be felt 6 months later. The destruction energy will also be felt throughout the whole year of 2023, and the rebirth and the reconstruction phase will be most likely in 2024. A lot of this stuff is obviously still happening right now in the undercurrent, but this energy of collapse is definitely a resonating theme throughout this whole year. We can also experience a lot of impulsivity during this time and emotional overreactivity. So be mindful of how you are reacting to things. A lot of things can stir up emotions and can lead us to have a short fuse. This is not the time to do that. You want to be proactive and sit on things before you react to situations. Obviously, there are still a lot of truths and lights coming up, and this could be on the political spectrum, globally, financially, and in our personal lives. And we are, Aries is the mantra for Aries is I am. So this is encouraging us to analyze and dissect who we are. Are we in alignment with who we would like to be? And are we on the right track to get to that point? Okay. All right, let's move on. So I will be doing a Celtic cross again. So this is for the full solar eclipse, please, with the new moon in Aries. So in a lot of places around the world, we shall be experiencing, I believe in the Pacific areas, the Pacific countries, a ring of fire around the sun. So the moon, I believe, is going in between the earth and the sun. So what is this, the 19th? So that's 10. So I don't have to talk about 8 more things. Whoa. A lot of energy. So I upgraded my account, so I won't be rushing at the end of this video. So that's nice. It'll be a little bit longer probably, but I will be able to dissect and provide an explanation as long as I would like. So here we go. First card is the current atmosphere of the situation. The Ace of Swords. Starting of something new. It is the start of a new cycle. The Ace of Swords encompasses the air signs. This is new ideas, new technologies, clarity with, we'll get some more clarifying cards after I pull the whole reading with these cards, and then we'll pull another deck to get some more clarifying cards. This is clarity, new ideas, new starts, the ushering in of a new cycle. Very fitting. This is an Aries card. And it could also mean karma and justice. So this is the current energies surrounding and at this, the current energy surrounding this eclipse. So any blockages, outside influence that can be impeding or can be affecting the theme that we are trying to pursue. Blockages, obstacles, outside influences, please. The Two of Cups. The Two of Cups can be partnership. It could be a union between two people. This could be love. This is a watery card. Cups are emotional. Water flows just like our emotions. This also can be partnership with our higher selves. So perhaps we are aligning with this caduceus here. This is kind of like our kundalini energy that is spiraling up our spine in order for us to reach our Christ consciousness. Perhaps we are elevating in consciousness. Like since this is in the obstacle position, perhaps our emotions are getting in the way of us progressing and elevating our consciousness. We need, considering that this eclipse is in the sign of Aries at the last degree, this impulsivity, this overreactivity that we can be prone to during this time might impede on our ability to see things clearly due to our emotional overreactions. So let's keep that in mind. Right. Keep going. So our conscious plans and intentions, short-term outcome, but not final outcome. The energies that we will be feeling surrounding this eclipse. 2, please. The 4 of Swords. The 4 of Swords is a card, it's also an Aries card. It is a card of rest and recuperation. I know that I'm already feeling a little bit, I would say lazy, not motivated, perhaps, about a lot of things. Perhaps we're feeling like we're in a stagnant situation. This is a card of also blessings and waiting, having been waiting for things to improve. You are praying and you are meditating for something. And then in this stained glass window here, there is a priest bestowing blessings on another person. So we are waiting for blessings to be coming in. We are being patient. We are resting and recuperating. We don't always need to be on the go. Perhaps this Aries season has been quite energetic and impetuous with forward moving energy. And this is calling us to slow down and rest. Yeah. For the foundational card, please. What has brought us to this situation? Past life events, past themes have we been dealing with? Past energies, what has brought us to this situation that the eclipse is trying to highlight for us? Whoa, jeez. A lot of energy around here right now. The Knight of Cups. All right. The Knight of Cups is a knight that has shining. He's a knight with shining armor. So this knight can indicate love offers coming in, but it is also the knight that can be associated kind of like the Indiana Jones, who is pursuing his ideals and going after the Holy Grail. This knight is very focused on his values and morals and doing the right thing. So, you know, being in alignment with what your morals are, what your integrity is, your honor, and leading with your heart and your emotions. And this is the foundational card. So we are being encouraged to look at what our values are and analyze what they are, and are our values in alignment with what we are doing currently in our life. We'll get some more information for that as well. I love. All right, let's keep going. Past. What's passing? These energies that are passing now, where they're no longer here. 3, please. The Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands is a fiery card. The fire is at Aries. So we had just started the Aries season last month, or March 20th. Aries is a cardinal sign. It is the first sign of the zodiac. So this is what is passing. The start of new projects, a lot of impetuous energy, a lot of drive and passion to start new things. These are passing. This is passing now. With the 4 of Swords, you know, we are also being encouraged to rest. We have perhaps planted some seeds. A lot of drive and initiatory energy is now passing. I don't think this is going anywhere either. Let's get some more information on that after we get some clarifying cards, see kind of what that's all about. Upcoming energies, please. After the Ace of Wands. Page of Cups. Okay, we got a lot of airy cards and we got a lot of emotional cards now. Page of Cups came up in the last reading as well. This gentleman has a lot of imagination, using our imagination, in a long. So first we usually get the page and then we get the knight. This is the progression of how an individual would rise up through the court cards. So we start off with an individual. He has a lot of imagination. He is trying to manifest this fish with his imagination. And we need to be mindful of what kind of words we are using, because we can manifest the things that we talk about. Even we can manifest the things that we can think. We have to be careful about the words that we think in our heads as well. Our cells can hear us, and our cells don't necessarily understand what is a joke and what is sarcasm. So if you're joking around about calling yourself stupid, or, bringing that lower vibrational energy around you internally and with your self-talk, that could really impede on your ability, like we had mentioned, to transcend and to develop and to ascend into your higher levels of consciousness. So this card, the Two of Cups, is in our obstacle position. And we are being encouraged with the energies that are up and coming to be mindful of what words we are using, both in our day-to-day lives with other people or with ourselves, because words are spelling. This came up last time as well. We need to be mindful of what we are saying, because these things can come true. I always tell my mother all the time, she is very old school European, and she complains a lot about being sick. And this can escalate your illness a lot more. If you're focusing on your sickness all the time, you're just inviting more energy of sickness into your life. It takes a lot of practice to get out of that mentality. This is also found in victimization. Populations that are often prone to being the perpetual victim or the oppressed. And if you find yourself having bad luck all the time, it can be very much associated to your mind frame and how you're phrasing things. Ushering in a vibe and a way of living, of being grateful. Every morning I get up and I do my cards and I say what I'm grateful for. And this is a great way to start your day, because you're wanting to match that energy of what you want to bring in, right? So if you are putting out an energy of resentfulness and spite, and things are unfair and nothing ever works my way and I'm always sick all the time, you're going to get more of that. Your universe is going to match your energy. And what you need to do is, it's very hard to start, but once you get going, you can start seeing the benefits of this right away. So trying to see the positive in everything, and trying to match what you want to bring in. It's not going to happen overnight, but if you focus on what you want and not on what you don't want, you can manifest that a lot quicker. I feel that these energies coming in with this eclipse is very powerful time for manifestation. So be careful of what kind of words you're using. Once you're in alignment with your honor and integrity and your morals, things will start to fall into place a little bit more easily, and you'll be less prone to overreacting impulsively with emotions to situations that need you to be clear-minded. Clear-minded. Okay. All right, let's keep going here. Card that's representing ourselves, please, and thank you. Where am I here? Page of Cups, so 3. 1, two. Hopefully everybody is enjoying this nice weekend. We've had a really great sunny weekend here in Ontario. All right, the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is the end of a cycle. It is a card of family legacy building, creating an environment for your family to be well off, loved and protected for generations. This is very fitting because we are entering into Taurus season. Taurus is about money, finances, ruled by Venus. That was a theme of the last reading, was a lot of financial situational collapses and rebuilding of different structures, but we are focusing on our families and how our values lead us in raising our families. This family is in a walled, how would I say this? They live in like a villa. So they have a wall around it, they're protected. And so this is encouraging us to make wise investments and to pursue avenues that will protect you and your family in the upcoming volatility that this eclipse is bringing in. You know, a lot of the times as well, there are stories to say that this gentleman is the patriarch of this family. And then there are other stories of the 10 of coins or the pentacles that indicate that this is a beggar that they have invited in off the street to share in their wealth and to help their community. Be mindful of who you let into your life, but don't be scared to help others. That child is kind of scared. She's kind of nervous there, right? If this is a stranger. Dogs are kind of iffy about them too. I've noticed that before. All right. Trust is earned. It's never given for free. This is a lesson that's taken me 40 years to learn. I'm still overly giving with it. All right. The energies of the house. So outside influences, 10. One more. Two of Swords. This came up in the last reading as well. So the Two of Swords here, she is sitting where she's always been. It's a moon up in the distance. This is fitting for our eclipse that's happening. It's not an eclipse, it's a crescent moon, but still we can use that. Now she has to make a decision. She's been sitting here scared to move, scared to make some progress. She's got these two swords indicating two decisions. Airy cards about thinking. There's an old way about doing things and a new way about doing things. She's blind. This is a lower representation of the Justice card as well. It's about karma. and needing to make a decision. There is a new island in the back, there's new land, there's a new world coming in, and she needs to make a decision. Things are never going to be the same as they were before the last 3 years. Are we going to be stuck and upset and resentful about what's going on? Or are we going to match the energy of the newness and create something that's in alignment with our values and create some stability and protection for the future generations to come? There's no one coming to save us. We need to save ourselves. Are you going to be complacent? Are you still going to be blind? There's a lot of truths coming out. So very hard for some people to accept these truths. A lot of cognitive dissonance in the world. It can be very hard for people to accept that they have been lied to their whole life about what reality is. It might be easier for them to keep their blindfolds on because they don't have the mental capacity to accept it for themselves. Because it means they're going to have to, accepting it doesn't just mean that you accept it and life goes on as it was. It's not ever going to be as it was. I don't even think it ever was what it was. The world is different. We need to accept it and accept personal responsibility that comes along with it. Standing our ground and not being scared to be who you are. That's what the whole mantra of Aries is. Be who you are. I am. Who are you? Who the fuck are you? Our hopes and fears, please. Two. Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is a knight, the slowest knight in the deck, but he works hard and he's in it for the long haul to build that foundation. So we have here the 10 of Pentacles in the card that's representing ourselves and creating something of stability and of legacy that our families down for generations will be able to benefit from, and protecting our families from the outside world. We are being encouraged to get going and plant our seeds. We hope, this is in our hope and fear. We hope that we have the endurance and the energy needed to plant the seeds. It takes guts to start something new. It takes guts to have integrity. It takes guts to follow your dreams and to break off from the mainstream. We hope that we can follow through with our imaginative manifestations. We hope we can follow through with pursuing our ideals and our moral life and our values, living a life of integrity. Last card before we start getting some clarifying cards. The outcome, please, of the energy surrounding the solar eclipse. Standing up for your rights. It's going to be a volatile time, I'm telling you. This year, I don't even think we've started to see what's going to be happening. This is a fiery card. This is like a, what's it called? Wands. It's about standing up for your rights. This gentleman is on a hilltop. And there's a siege coming and he's standing up for himself. He's almost there. He's almost won and there's one last battle. I don't think there's only one last battle here. But we need to dig deep into ourselves and determine, is what we are fighting for worth it? The answer is yes. This is also a card of perseverance and knowing that you know you will win. So having that in the back of your mind will give you the motivation to keep going, because what are you fighting for? You're fighting for your family, and you're fighting for your legacy, and you're fighting for what kind of world they're going to live in. Right. Let's get some clarifying cards. All right, so for the Ace of Swords, for the current atmosphere surrounding the eclipse. Ace of Swords, please. Knight of Pentacles. Of course. We have the Ace of Swords, new beginnings in Taurus. The King of Pentacles is a Taurian card. This king was our energy in the card that represented ourselves in the last reading, and now it is coming up in the current atmosphere. The bull is the Taurus. This is a new beginning in Taurus, a new portal coming in, new ideas surrounding money as well. This king is a king that does things traditionally, that he doesn't like to steer away from things that have worked in the past. But this is encouraging us, just like in our last reading, to think about new ways of finances, new ways of making money, new ways of creating stability in your life. It could be, doesn't even necessarily have to be around money. How are you making your life more stable for you and your family? This can be mental stability as well. So for our obstacles, any obstacles or blockages that will be surrounding us in the collective during this time of the eclipse. With 2 of Cups, please. Ten of Cups. So this is what we want, right? We want this perfect life with our family. We have everything that we need. This is success after difficulty. But this is also about choosing how you react to things, right? And this is going along with not being so emotional in how we react to things, considering the energy surrounding this eclipse in Aries, which is encouraging us to not act impulsively, not to overreact, and choosing to see the good things in life, even when there are bad things happening. You know, this family is living in reality, and they are choosing to enjoy their own company, to stay, and sit under the stars and focus on what is good in their life and enjoying each other's company. Even though the world might be falling apart in the outside world, you always have your sanctuary of your family. And you don't want to let what is going on either in your personal life or globally to affect how you are interacting and how you're caring for your family and those that you care for. Do not be impulsive. Think about things on a proactive level and don't be so reactive. Sit on things because you don't want to sit on things before you react to them. Give yourself some time. Thinking about things with the clarity and the push for us to see things more clearly and to think about things before we're reacting, so that we can be more in alignment with our higher selves, our higher purpose, so that we can provide stability and a loving life for our generations to come. What is your North Star? What is your North Star? What is it that you're living for? What is it that gives your life meaning? Keep that in mind when you are being tested to react to things on an emotional level. Is it worth it? Can you just let it go? The conscious plans and intentions, short-term outcome, but not final outcome. Four of Swords. Ace of Swords again. So we have the Ace of Swords in our current atmosphere of the eclipse. And now we have it in the short-term outcome, but not final outcome, along with the Four of Swords. Making sure that you are resting and recuperating before shit hits the fan, because you're going to need to focus. This hawk can see things really clearly, and his handler has put blinders on him so that he doesn't fly away or get distracted by things that he's seeing and wants to kill them. We need to rest and recuperate, meditate, and focus on what we want. The blessings are coming in, and we're going to need to fight. Fight with our words. We're going to need to train our focus and not get distracted with what is happening outside, all the stupid stories that are flying around that are deterring us from what is actually really happening around the world that is really important. A lot more truths are going to be coming out. And we are going to need to train our focus like we train this hawk. So that our focus can listen to what is really important, and we are resting so that we can act when the time is come for us to take action. The foundational card, the Knight of Cups. The knight that is in pursuit of the Holy Grail, following his honor and values, full of love, can be a flirt. The Eight of Swords. Now, the Eight of Swords we have a lot of airy cards here, a lot of sword cards. So this is a card of self-imposed restrictions. So normally on the normal Rider-Waite deck, this is just a lady that is by herself, and she's entombed in a cage of swords. The tide is low. She's blindfolded as well, but what is binding her is very loosely tied, and she can easily cut off the bind either by pushing against it or leaning up against the sword and cutting it. And so it's very easy for her to release herself. This is a self-imposed restriction. And she's able to, like, the cage made out of swords is not enclosed fully, and she can easily escape out of it. Now, this deck has a gentleman here that is assisting her. And considering that this gentleman here can be a flirt and say things very sweetly, this can be some politicians perhaps giving us promises that they're going to help us get out of situations that we can get out of ourselves. We need to start focusing more on the local level. This is also a time with Neptune and Pisces to not rely on gurus or feeling that individuals in higher status positions in our world will save us. Has this happened ever? Lead with your heart. I know that you are capable of removing your own restrictions. Don't believe everything you hear. This guy might have even put her there to begin with. This is very clearly evident in the way that those elites in power right now have put us in this situation, and then they're going to come with a solution to get us out of it. Here, drink from my cup. They bring you the cure, right? All right, let's keep going here. Ace of Wands and passing energy, please. Thank you. Oops. Ten of Coins again. Knew this energy wasn't passing. Yeah, we are starting. Something has been already initiated. Perhaps it is the financial system. This is the start of something new, and new projects, new systems. And this is family legacy. This is a card of increased finances. There's coins here. Okay, this is the same card that we have here in our personal energies. So this is a number 1 card, and this is a 10 card. So we have the start and the end of something. So perhaps this is the start of a new financial system. This has been started a long time ago. It is already in motion. And we need to tap into that energy, and we still need to do our research. But matching, like I had mentioned before, matching that energy, if there's a lot of new energy coming in, right? So if there's a lot of new energy coming in on the global scale, on a lot of different aspects and avenues and ways that we can see things, how can you create something on your own personal life to match that energy. If you're matching the energy of what's happening in the universe, it'll prove to be very beneficial for you on your personal level, in the personal life. So if there's destruction and collapse happening doesn't necessarily mean it's bad, but it's ushering, like, what if something's ending, something new else is also happening. So how can you match that energy and utilize it to your own benefit? What can you create, and how can you create abundance? Abundance and wealth is not just about money either. It is about health and vitality, about happiness, joy. It's not always all about material things, but we are entering the sign of Taurus, which is on the material 3D level, right? But that's not necessarily what it fully encompasses. So how can we match that energy of the end of one thing and the start of a new thing? Let's match that energy so we can manifest it on our own personal level. Page of Cups, please, for up and coming energies. Good coins. Things are going to be fluctuating. Money can be fluctuating, going up and down. Perhaps the markets are fluctuating. He's leaving his current situation. Perhaps if you were experiencing financial troubles, you are now leaving this situation if you have done your research. But perhaps on a global level, they are trying to usher in something new. They have been researched, like the elites and those in power have been focusing on creating something new. And this is going to be fluctuating in our energies. It's just like juggling. Your energies might be juggling as well, but be careful what you are saying out into the universe. Fluctuating emotions too. These are all coming in. Page of Cups is a watery sign, and the Page of Pentacles is juggling 2 pentacles. So fluctuating finances and fluctuating emotions. This is all like in their theme that we need to be mindful of how we're reacting to external events. The 10 of Pentacles in the energies that are representing us as the collective. The 8 of Wands. So things are coming in quickly. The 8 of Wands used to be a card about just like errors of love and aiming them at someone that you are interested in, and it piercing them and affecting them. But the 8 of Wands can be something that you are focusing on, and it is paired with the 10 of Pentacles. So we're building a legacy for our family. We are protecting our family. We're being urged to focus, and we are aiming at what we want, and we are not deterring and not being distracted from what we want. We are practicing and we are focusing and shooting our arrow straight into our goal of what we want, so we can build stability and a lasting legacy and keep our family protected for generations to come. Be very direct in what you want to manifest. Like I said, with the Page of Cups, be mindful of how you're manifesting things with your words and how you're thinking, because they can come true. Be as direct and focused with your words so that the universe knows exactly what you want, and there's no way for it to misunderstand you and bring in something that you don't want. Also, be careful what you wish for, because sometimes people wish for things and they think they want them, and then they get them, and then they don't want them anymore. Okay. 3 cards left. House, the house energy, outside influences. Number 2, 2 of Swords. Six of Swords, a lot of swords. Age of Aquarius too. Pluto's in Aquarius. This can be affecting us as well during this. We just entered Aquarius. 6 of Swords. So despite what you might think, it might look very chaotic outside in the world, but the tracks are being laid for us to get out of this chaotic situation if we choose to focus on what we want. And if we put our focus on, not just saying, oh, I wish this world would be better. Are you willing to work for it? Are you willing to put your sweat and tears, blood into making the world a better place for your family and for your loved ones? It's great to just say things and to complain all the time about how shitty things are, but are you willing to put in some work? Nothing will change if everyone's complacent. This card indicates moving forward and leaving choppy waters behind into calmer waters. They've left everything behind. This mother and child has left everything behind. They didn't even bring their belongings. They left their old life behind, and they had to cross choppy waters, and they managed to reach the shore, and now they are entering their new life. And this is pretty fitting, considering we had a decision to make to get to the new world. Being blind. She doesn't know what's in store for her in this new world, but she knew she had to leave. And on the other side is a better world, and it's more calm. She's made the right decision. So we are being encouraged to take our blindfold off and do what we need to do to usher in a new world that we want to see. Leaving the old behind. We're never going back to what we had before. Never. Once people get power, they're very reluctant to give it back. All right, hopes and fears. Knight of Pentacle, or do we have what it takes to plant the seeds and take care of our projects to see them into fruition and gestate into something worthwhile? We need to get going on this. Knight of Wands, yes, that's the energy. This is the energy we need. The King of Wands has a lot of energy. He is the card of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. He's a fire sign. He is a good businessman, and he has the energy to start new projects, and he takes care of projects or businesses or things, his family, like a baby. Like, and not saying it in a way that is like in a condescending way. He takes care of things because he puts his whole heart and soul into it and makes sure that he spends enough energy to see things out to the end. So this is very promising to see this paired with the Knight of Pentacles, because this is a slow guy. He's very studious. He knows what he wants, and he has good work ethic, but he is slow. So paired with this King of Wands is the energy that we need, because we are hoping that we have the ability to do what it takes to usher in this new world that we want to see. We got to delve deep inside of us. No one's going to make this new world for us. We have to do it ourselves. Okay, last card. 7 of Wands. Final outcome: persistence, perseverance, knowing that you're going to win and standing up for your rights. 7. Magician. The Magician is the start of a new cycle as well. The Fool is actually the start, but this is number 1. We have 2 aces here as well. We have 3 aces. We have the Ace of Swords twice. We have the Ace of Wands, and now we have the Magician. The Magician has in his power to create anything he wants. And if we pair it with the 7 of Wands, we know deep down inside that we are able to do what it takes. And we will utilize our words and our intentions and our values and our integrity and our honor to pursue what we need to pursue in order to create the life that we want. It is going to be a battle, but you don't have to fight with physically only. Utilize your thoughts with the swords. This Magician has all of the suits here. He has cups. Utilize your emotions. Be in charge of your emotions. Be in control of your emotions. He has the Pentacles. Stay grounded. Utilize what materials and resources you have. Some people might have different resources, but everyone has different skills as well. And utilizing those skills, talents, gifts, and abilities, and the resources, tap into those resources. And, you might be on an emotional level, but staying grounded as well. Utilize your thoughts with the sword. Use your words to fight. And last but not least, use the energy of the fire, of the wands. Use all of these aspects. They're all latent inside of us. We are being told and being encouraged to dig deep down inside of our essence. To fight for what we believe in and for what is right. These are the energies that are encompassing us, and we are being encouraged to look at. During this eclipse on April the 19th and 20th, I hope this has helped you navigate these energies. They will be around for quite some time, at least 2 weeks before and 2 weeks after, not 6 months. This is very volatile times, but let's stay grounded. Let's stay in charge and in control of our emotions and focus on your current environment on the local level, focus on your family and how you can impact the greater community by focusing on your internal and family community. That's all for today. I hope you all have a wonderful, where am I? Hope you have a wonderful afternoon, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.